Guys, how you doing out there? How you doing out there, folks? How you doing out there? Welcome to our international podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome, folks. Welcome, guys, each and every one of you. Right? Welcome. I'll have you know I've been talking for the last 12 minutes. Won't you realize we didn't have the audio? Won't you realize we didn't have the audio? Been talking for the last 13 minutes since we started. Good to see you, Marlon Thomas. Good to see you, Gwyneth Anderson, Kurt Heideken, Angeli Abrams. My, it's that kind of Sunday. I've been talking my heart full. Only to realize, and that's why, you guys keep us accountable, Alex Boom, because if you guys don't give us the feedback, we don't know how we're doing. I didn't have the audio in, and I've been talking here. But good to have you folks nonetheless. Good to have you. Gina Hazel and all the other guys joining us. Good to have you folks nonetheless. Guys, we got you all waiting 40 minutes. You see 2 minutes and you're not hearing anything from us. Let us know. Right? And 2 minutes is a long time. We can have you guys bubbling for even a minute. That's our style. You see 2 minutes and you're not hearing anything. Let us know. Good to have you folks. Good afternoon, Isabella Butters, and all the other folks joining us. Yep. Rafi D. Roop says the voice near Little Honey. I ain't doubt you. The voice near Little Honey. I ain't doubt you at all. Maxine Monroe, good to have you. I'm talking my life away here, and then I see some of the comments coming through and realize, what, something's up. Then I look at it and realize we don't have the audio patched through to social media. All right. Yep. Apologies, there, folks. I've been on since we started. Yep. Good to have you, folks. It's old age, It's old age. Good to see you. Get respected. You get none in age, so don't come around with funny. Right? You're big. Right? We big, but we got sense. Right? We ain't too sure with everybody who's coming to live. We ain't too sure with everybody who's coming to live. Right? GT Boy said nobody said nothing. It's true. 30 minutes and nobody said nothing. And I talking since the thing start. So what's bell ring? I talking and nobody saying nothing. Well, look story here now. Guys, we hope you guys are great. We're way past half year. We're way past half month. And we hope that you guys have been pressing forward out there. We hope that you guys, been pressing forward in spite of the challenges, in spite of the circumstances, in spite of the odds. We hope that you guys are pressing forward. You're fighting forward, folks. We trust that you guys have had a great week, a great weekend. We trust that, the weekend is going to end strong for you folks, that you're spending some time with family. You're even spending some quiet time. I find as I get older, I want more quiet time for me. This family time, this time with your spouse. But I find like I want some time for me just to think and to hear myself think, to hear myself reflect, And I trust that you guys are eking out some time for you, that you're taking care of yourselves. I was saying earlier, you're missing out mind, soul, and body. That's how we do it. You feed our mind, you exercise our mind, our spirit, our souls. All three works together for us on a daily basis. And we hope that you're keeping healthy in all three regards. That you're keeping healthy. Thanks for joining us, you folks from around the world. You make the podcast what it is. You put the international podcast. Let me see that you folks are joining us from the Independent Republic of Bartica, and all the other places in the diaspora and so forth. Rhonda, we see you. Rhonda watching us from Bartica. Yvonne Ramasar, Orindon Cook. We see all of you folks. We see all of you guys. Rhonda Sherland, is it Shuram watching us from Bartica? Good to have you, Rhonda. Good to have you, Lisa Pitt says boots on the ground, be safe. Good to have all you folks. I see Irvin Don sharing a banana there. I see thumbs up from Carolina Ronalds. And all the folks who are joining us on YouTube as well, and LinkedIn, and I see folks even joining us I see Isabella Butters joining us on YouTube, and Maureen Williams joining us from YouTube as well, says waiting patiently. Guys, a minute past, 2 minutes past. You don't hear from us? Says something to man. But we're so happy that you folks are here. You guys make the program what it is. You guys make the programs what they are. It's a privilege to be here with you folks, out front with you folks. We love it. 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 Love it. What kind of Sunday you all having, man? Leon Logan, what's for lunch at your end? How's the day going, Marla Pandey? Marla says pace and power. Like I feel in my spirit, Marla gonna have some soup today. Like I'm picking up in my spirit. The Marla gonna have some soup. I know where Marla is in Georgetown. Marla close to a soup place. Very, very close. I could do it like a beef. Like a beef soup. Like a little beef soup, folks. Father Mike. Right, Hazelin King says Linden is in the house. The Democratic Republic of Linden is in the house. And Marlon Ford, and I see Cheryl is here as well. So grateful for all you folks. So grateful for all you folks for joining us. Guys, we cannot do this without you. You guys are instrumental. You guys are instrumental for all you guys, for what we do here, for all we do here. You guys are instrumental, right? You guys are instrumental. Lisa Pitt says she's eating a little cooker price. Well, sharing the man, shucks. Lisa says she's eating a little cooker price. Father Mike says spinach and shrimp, right? I hope it's shrimps. You know, shrimps is the little fine ones. Shrimp is the fat ones. That's what we categorize it locally. Father Mike says spinach and shrimp. Good for you. Savitri Zal says mac and cheese, vegetable rice with pot roast chicken. You trout, Savitri. You trout today, Sunday, girl. We happy for you. We happy for you. Beams, man. Beams. All right. Savitri says mac and cheese, vegetable rice with pot roast chicken. Please and thank you. Oh, we're so happy for you, Savitri. You and the family. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Maxine Monroe, we see you as well, Maxine. And all the other guys, it's Mingo Boyle. Guys, I call your name but 50 times as the program started. But 50 times. Yvonne Ramosai, I call your name too. Deborah Clark out of Barbados. Deborah, how you doing, man? I call the thing, Deborah. Did I tell you? Deborah, thanks for the thing. Right? Thanks for the thing, Deborah. Thanks for the thing. Deborah lives still in Barbados. Lovely Barbados. And Deborah makes sure that, we can keep moving forward. Does her part to make sure we can keep moving forward. And I know Deborah had some through Mia Motley. You're getting some relief there for the high cost of living. We wish the folks here would follow though. We wish the folks here would follow. Like they ain't taking learning. Folks, y'all see them boys trying with us here. The Privileged Committee has recommended the suspension of 8 members of Parliament. Believe it or not, yours truly inclusive. But I enjoyed the last couple of weeks I was off. I can't lie to you. I enjoyed the last couple of weeks we were off. I was able to put in more work, put in more reading, put in more research. I use my time wisely. Right? Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Right? Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me. Right? I use the time wisely, productively. I got some reading to catch up on, folks. I got some reading. Every month I try to buy a couple of books off of Amazon and the other places. And I'm happy for whoever invented, what the reading thing called? The reading app. Whoever invented it, I'm happy. Right? I'm so happy. The Kindle, whoever invented it, I'm so happy. I got my bookshelf there and the books added, waiting on me. Got some research to do, a whole host of stuff. I busy myself. Y'all think I'm waiting for y'all busy me? This is the National Assembly I'm talking about. No. Them boys trying with us. We give us some time to do some research into so and so. Right? So and so. Let's see what happens. Right? The very thing that caused us to have to make certain take an unconventional stance in the National Assembly. That's before the court right now. And one day them boys tell us that, when a matter is sub judice, Parliament can't pronounce in it, Parliament can't delve into it, and yet they're coming with this motion to suspend and foolishness. We're watching at it. The National Assembly will meet plenty anyhow. So I don't know. They promise us a very robust legislative agenda twice. We know what the promises of the fellas are worth. We know what the promises of those fellas are worth. Beryl Crawford, you know? Marilyn Larimer, you don't know? But look, let them boys do what they gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. The boys will do what they gotta do. And we gotta do, folks, what we gotta do. I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm gonna spend about another 15 minutes with you guys. Folks, I want to bring your attention today. You know, we spoke all week about what happened at the National Two Shouts Conference. And we saw Starbuck News also picking up on it over the course of the week, along with other news forums and media and so on. And it's really, really tragic. The almost anaconda grip that the PPP has on our indigenous brothers and sisters, you know, that anaconda grip, better must come and better will come. I tell you the truth, people. Better must come and better will come. Right. Menon Solomon, is it Menon Solomon, Doreen Clark, better must come and better will come. I have no doubt of that. I have no doubt. Better must come and better will come. I want to turn your attention to some of what transpired at the National Two Shouts Conference over the last week, because it's nothing short of hijacking. Yvonne Ramasar, Sandra Arthur, is nothing short of hijacking. The scores of folks who are joining us on YouTube is hijacking, right? Put a comment in there, YouTube folks, so we can see you and we can give you guys a shout out. Is nothing short of hijacking. The wicked. I'll leave the rest for y'all. I put in some ellipses there, the 3 dots. Oh, you don't know the 3 dots name? Alright. In English language, you call it ellipses. In English grammar, ellipses, the 3 dots that come after a word or something. Something is left out, something is missing. Ellipses. I'll leave the rest for you. The wicked. But you see the National Two Shouts Conference, oh my God, them boys show the true colors here. Deborah Clark, Martha Harris, the true colors. Martha, how you doing, the man? Good to see you, Martha, and Stephanie Pearson. Good day to you too, Stephanie. Them boys show the true color here. Folks, wherever you're joining us, how are you joining us? We crave your indulgence if you join us late. Yours truly got a very important meeting to run off to at the top of the hour, and I need a couple minutes to prepare for it. So I beg your indulgence to allow us to leave maybe around 1:45, which is in a couple minutes. But I had to spend this time with you, folks. We're energized spending this time with you. That's what I began the program saying, only to find out the audio didn't go through. We're energized, we're empowered spending this time with you, folks. You know, what you say to us, your energy rubs off on us, and you know, have to spend this time with you on a daily basis. You know, guys, we're so privileged on the Facebook, and we see over 300 persons joining us. We're so privileged that on a Sunday you guys can spend this time. We're seeing on the back end 400 plus persons are listening to our podcast. You know, we're grateful for that. You know, the folks tell us that if you call a meeting and people show up, you're leading. What you say about that, Carol Roberts, Yolanda Bob Temple, is if you call a meeting, Savage Rizal, and people show up, you're a leader. First and foremost, for the National Two Shouts Conference, guys, all are involved and all are consumed. You know, all are involved and all are consumed. Our national poet, Martin Carter, instructs us in that tenor. In that verse, he says, all are involved and all are consumed. And so when we talk about what's happening with our indigenous brothers and sisters, don't see it as something that is not within your orbit. That don't concern me. Folks, what concerns one of us should concern all of us, especially as it relates to how the current regime is treating our brothers and sisters, whether that's in the Chinese community, whether it's in the Afro-Guyanese community, whether it's in the Indo-Guyanese community, whether it's in the indigenous community, what affects all? What affects one should affect all. And I chose Starbuck News again because there are times some of you, don't per se belong to any political party, and then for some of you, you all are staunch PPP. And I know when we say certain things, we've always said in all our programs, all are welcome. Whosoever may come. When we say certain things, a spectator will say, oh, it's just them boys. A rabble rouser, him or herself, it's just them boys. And that is why we like to use independent sources. So that you guys know, it's not just us on the other side talking and observing and pushing back, but you have independent institutions that are saying the same thing. Right? Faye Chamley Brown, good to see you, Faye. How you doing? It's a privilege to have you, Faye. It's really a privilege. We see Desmond Harris is here as well. So here is Starbuck News. Dedicated their entire editorial and almost the entire editorial page to the National Two-Shows Conference, reflecting on the wickedness of the current regime. Here, what was the theme of the Two-Shows Conference this week? For those of you who this discussion might be new to, here was the theme: good governance and fast-tracking Amerindian development. That was the team, right? That was the team: good governance and fast-tracking Amerindian development. Now, Starbuck News right off the bat says, our indigenous brothers and sisters didn't choose that team. Listen, if you know, our indigenous brothers and sisters, they didn't choose that team. That was chosen for them, right? That was chosen for them. Right? As a matter of fact, that is part of the tight grip, the anaconda embrace that the PUP has had not only our indigenous brothers and sisters, but on the National Two-Shows Conference. Oh, they hold it jealously, and not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. Starbuck News editorials put the matter in perspective. They say here that the PPP owe its ascension to government to a significant share of the indigenous vote. They owe their ascension to government on a significant share of the indigenous vote. And if that vote ever strayed, then the party would no longer command the majority in the National Assembly. Its traditional approach to the indigenous people has been a combination of dominance and largesse. Yep. That's putting things in. You understand why? You almost got our brothers and sisters bridled, harnessed, controlling them, their every move, their every thought. In some instances, it's just wickedness. But here, what was the comparison? It's strange. Here, what was the comparison? Right? It's quite strange to hear even Starbuck News made the admission that the last administration, right, allowed the indigenous people to take ownership and leadership of not only the conference, but the issues at large. I know some folks will want to hear that, right? Because your view of the coalition is one that says, oh, nothing didn't happen. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. But here is Starbuck News, an independent newspaper, right? Sometimes I think they lean in little PPP. That's just my view. That's my personal view. I feel like they're leaning a little bit to the PPP. But here is Sabbath News saying, making the admission in senatorial, right, that the new AFC government allowed our brothers and sisters, right, allowed our brothers and sisters, our indigenous brothers and sisters, to manage their own affairs. Not so with the PPP. Not so with the PPP at all. Not so with them boys. Right. It is what the leader of the Alliance for Change, Comrade Ramjitan, calls control freakism. Control freakism. They got to manage what you hear, what you see, you know, what you feel. They got to manage it. Because you know why? That vote there, boy. That vote there, they watch that vote. Oh, they're frightened. Or as some people say, they're frightened. Them boys in this, you know, they're not easy. So the first thing the electoral tells us is that them people that chose this opposition sisters, they didn't chose this team. One, and the people operating a certain way, because if they ever allow the Amerindian vote to shift, they're in trouble. Well, they're in trouble right now. They're in trouble right now. The editorial even goes on to note, that the former NTC, National Two-Shows Council executives, were shut out of playing a meaningful role in this conference. Weren't even allowed, the chairman Nicholas Fredericks, former chairman, was not even allowed to present a report of his tenure. Folks, that is wickedness. That is wickedness. Throw some ellipses behind there. You fill in the rest. It's wickedness. Right? Was not even allowed to participate. Hear what the editorial says. In addition, right, when two shows wanted to speak about rights and other issues, they were not given the time, as opposed to those who stood up to say, thank you for the tractor and the grants. You'll find it a suspect. And on the National Two-Shows Council, the outgoing members, the executives being sidelined, the chairman not being allowed to speak and to give his report. The editorial calls it small-mindedness on the part of the PPP and the subject minister, Pauline Sukai. They call it small-mindedness. Can you imagine that? But this is how the PPP operating. And of course, they talk about them coming to dole out gifts and so on to keep everybody in place. They come in to dole out stuff. Right? Well, you know what happening there. Them boys trying. And why you know that? Them boys trying. All kinds of things, them boys trying. But the editorial takes exception with the 3 billion that they say they're giving to the indigenous people. They said this is a different order. Right? You tractor and your thing and your little things and so on. You find the reason. But this 3 billion, they said, this supplementary budget, this 3 billion, the editorial says is a different order. Again, I picked an independent source. Because if we say it in our own strength, then boys say, oh, it's propaganda. You know, it's rabble rousing. It's big mouth Sharon. Alright, let us see Kwame, they can know what big mouth look like. But Sabbath News is worried. Right? They are worried as to the distribution of this money. They're worried as to how this money will be distributed. Right? It says here, what matters is how it will be distributed and whether in practice indigenous communities will have the input they have been promised in the plan. Whether they'll be part of the planning to how the money is spent is another story. You know what you want and what people think you want is something totally two different things. It's totally two different things. If you have a spouse, you know that acutely, right? What you want, what my wife wants, and what I think she wants, sometimes it's two totally different things. Sometimes we think it's the big extravagant things, it's this and that, but it's the little things. So are they going to have a hand in how this $3 billion is spending? Are they going to be part of the planning, how the $3 billion is going to spending? Or them guys going to come and tell me? Because you know what? You know, a lot of corruption here. A lot of corruption here, folks. But we got to keep pressing forward. We got to keep pressing forward. The other issue the electoral took exception with, as it reviewed the National Two-House Council, is the issue of Chinese landing. Is the issue of Chinese landing. And you guys know, we would have raised this issue of Chinese landing and the mining issue that has been happening there, along with other issues. Along with other issues is Chinese landing, Esanaru, right? Wiki Kalkuni, Horuru. A lot of places got a lot of concerns. But what was of importance here is what Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, said. Right? Is what is interesting. According to the paper, Vikram Bharat said, right, that he would meet very soon with the GGMC, the Ghana Gold Miners Commission. Sorry, Ghana Geology and Mines Commission. Mine is in his own place. The Ghana Geology and Mines Commission and the Home Affairs Minister, Robeson Ben, so that a team can be sent to the community to address the threats. And here's what he said. I want to state clearly, this is Vikram Bharat, I want to state clearly that the government is against any act of violence or any acts of discrimination against the people of the village. Right? That's what he said. He went on to say that he will go to see how they can move forward together. This is the indigenous people and the people who are mining illegally on their land. They will go to see how the people can move forward together. Some news took exception to this. The editorial says anywhere else in the country, senior police officers would have gone long ago to arrest the offending miners and remove their police associates. Right? And remove their police associates because the police ganging up now with the miners against the indigenous people who have a right to the land, who have a right to the mineral resources there, who have a right to the wealth therein. Now, this is not things Ghana Spectator and the others of the Ghana Spectator ilk wants to talk about. No. They want to talk about what's happening now, you know. Right? They want to go back to talk about Mace pulling when that dastardly legislation was passed concerning the Natural Resource Fund without the approval of the entire National Assembly. Right? We want to move forward as a country, not Ghana Spectator. We want to discuss the issues that are current, not the Spectator. That is why the Spectator will keep on the sidelines and living in denial, and will keep on the live, watching us go forward, making great strides, moving forward, pace and power, making the arguments, and ultimately heading right back into office. The folks are tired with them, tired with this kind of bad governance. We're living in the 21st century, but yet, when you look at the treatment of our indigenous brothers and sisters, you think it's indentureship. You think it's indentureship. Even our own Indo-Guyanese in some quarters are being treated so poorly. And how could we leave out? How could we leave out by any measure our Afro-Guyanese brothers and sisters who have faced the brunt of the hardships of this installed regime? But folks, I will have you to know, not because the PP's knees on our necks, we're going to be looking out for our brothers and sisters in the indigenous communities of this country. No, that's not going to be so. It's not going to be so. We're going to look out for each other in this country. And we're going to keep moving forward. Savage Rizal, we're going to keep pressing forward. Carlin Haley, we're going to keep moving on. Marilyn Ford, upness, we're going to keep pressing forward. That's how we're going to do it. Together. That's how we're going to do it, folks. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining today. It's a very truncated program. We didn't put through our audio when we started, right? And now we have we have a shortened program because I did alert you. I have to run off to a meeting, right? I had to run off to a meeting, and so I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us, good people. We're going to see you guys right back here tomorrow. FYI, in the morning, we're going to be back on the podcast at 12, and then we're going to be back, folks. We're going to be back in the evening in the ring. Good to see you here, Wendy Griffith and Eula Lafferman Rubens, Deborah Clark, Gala Spectator. Good to have you here too. You know, we love a country review. I don't mind us. We love a country review. I hope you one of these days you call in and let's talk about what those guys are doing. You know, Valerie Moriah, good to see you. Valerie Moriah, Wilfred McCarty, good to have had you. Angeli Abrams and Marjorie Baburam and all the other folks. Thanks for joining us. Same time, same place tomorrow. Folks, we're going to keep pressing forward in spite of the challenges. Our indigenous brothers and sisters, our Indo-Guyanese, our Afro-Guyanese, our Chinese brothers and sisters, the mixed people, the cook-ups. We're going to continue to press forward, good folks. Thanks for joining us. Continue to enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic Sunday afternoon, folks. And we hope that you guys are ready for this new week ahead. Pace and power, boots on the ground. We hope you guys are ready for it. Thanks for joining us, good people. We're going to see you guys right back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of the weekend. Stay safe out there. Here's Lynn King, stay safe. Angeli Abrams, stay safe. Go ahead and have a great time, folks. Go ahead and be great. Go ahead, Anderson. Go ahead and be great. Yvonne Ramasar. Go ahead and be great. Savage Rizal. Maxine Monroe. Go ahead and be great. That's our time, folks. That's our program today. We're going to see you guys right back here tomorrow. Stay safe. Support. Guys, and you know we cannot do this without you. Right? Get the Spectator said it. We can't do it without you. Partner with us. You all know we're available via Cash App. We're available via Zelle, via PayPal. We're available via MMG, MoneyGram, and Western Union, folks. Right? We're coming to come where we need to be to meet our monthly expenses, to meet our monthly responsibilities. We're coming to come. Each donation, folks, keep our programs going. Each donation does that for us. Thanks for joining us. See you guys right back here tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. Partner with us. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Take care now. Take care.